here's Brody Brazil.
This video has to begin with a huge thank you because within the last couple weeks, this channel surpassed 50,000 subscribers. And it kind of did so in a unceremonious way. I was busy covering my final week or so of the Oakland A's season, the end of my 16 years at NBC Sports. And so I had a lot going on. I really wasn't paying attention to this, but this happened. And in fact, since then, I forgot to look before I started recording this, I think we're actually close to 53,000 right now. So the numbers continue to grow and climb, and for that, I am forever grateful. It's a big milestone, and I think the bigger point of 50,000, I'm not going to elaborate on this too long and pat my own back, but the significant growth of this channel has been amazing to me. It's also been inspiring to me. I'll go back to January 1st of 2022. This channel had 10,700 subscribers. That's not that long ago. January 1st of 2023, only 16,250. So year to year, only an increase of 6,000 subscribers. And by the way, what do subscribers mean? It only means for me a bigger platform and an opportunity to get some reward out of the hard work I'm doing. I don't want hard work to go to nothing. I want the most amount of people to be able to see this. I'm trying to grow this platform as something I think is worthwhile for both me and for you. But from January 1st of 23 to January 1st of 2024, this year, it went from 16,250 to 27,500. That means January 1st of this year, I basically had this channel at about 27,000 plus. The channel has almost doubled in the, let's call it 10 months, 9 months, really. We're not even through the 10th month yet. 9 months, and this channel has almost doubled its subscribers. I fully expect it to double the subs by the end of this calendar year. So that is a huge success. It's been a great year of growth. And again, I'm saying all this because I really do appreciate everybody who comes back and watches these videos and comments and gives the thumbs up and also makes sure that they and everybody else they know are subscribed. Okay, so on that note, we've got that done. Now I want to get to a little bit of a reward. There's a two-part reward here for me saying thank you to everybody who's shown support. Number one is this. I want to start a Q&A right now. We've done this before. This is my call out to you right here, right now. Go down there in the comments section. I want you to put your best question, comment, something that you'd like me to respond to. Now, I can give you some ideas. We can talk the baseball season, the playoffs, or the Sharks and NHL season just getting underway. If you want to talk 49ers, we can do that. How about the Warriors? How about the Giants with Buster Posey now taking over as the president? Any kind of comment you want to put down below, that's great. You want to ask me some personal questions? So long as I can answer it, I promise you I'll do my best. You already know the types of things that maybe I would respond best to. So your best questions down there, and the reminder, I'm not going to necessarily reply to them in those comments. I'm going to take those comments and make a whole separate video so I can actually explain the responses and the answers. I'm not just going to reply to your answers down below. I'm literally going to make another video to respond to them. You've probably seen this before. If you haven't, that's cool too, because I haven't done this in a couple months and I felt like it was about time to do that. I also, as kind of a reward, so to speak, of reaching 50,000 and a thank you, I am going to do some live streaming soon. I promise you that. I've been meaning to get around to that. I've been busy on some other things in the background that you don't even need to know or care about. But the bottom line is I've been kind of super busy behind the scenes. And I do want to do some more of these live streams throughout the rest of October into December, November and December. And so that is my plan, but I also don't want to just come on and do a surprise live stream. Like I want to set the date and the time in advance. A lot of people say, oh, I missed it. I wish I would have known you were streaming because I don't do them as often nearly as I used to. But back then I would just hop on and say, well, it's a Tuesday night, here I am, because I would do it more often. Since I'm not doing it like that, I want to try and pick a date. I want to make it very clear. I want to make sure everybody that wants to be there can be there. And so I'll try and set that date in advance. I will let you know about that. I promise you I'll make a post here on the channel so everybody knows at least a week in advance of when that's about to happen. So I want to plan for this. I want to make this an event. I want to be thoughtful about it. I want to bring some things to the table, but I definitely want to get back to a live stream soon and then more live streams after that. Okay, I mentioned the hockey season is getting underway. And let me just get back to a personal thing here for just 1 second. it's striking me how much I'm really going to miss covering the San Jose Sharks for right now on an everyday basis. That was my job for 15, almost 16 years. And I just kind of go back to the way this summer played out for me. Losing my job was very difficult, very personally challenging. And then losing the Oakland A's, not just losing my job and covering them, but the team relocating out of Oakland to Sacramento for now and then wherever beyond. Like, that was also very difficult to accept. And now the hockey season is starting and I don't have an official role in covering the team. And so this is kind of yet another hard thing to get through. And I appreciate everybody who watched the season preview show I did the other day with Max Miller. I will, of course, do more of that. People were almost like, oh, my heart feels good that you're not stopping. What, you thought I would stop? You thought I wouldn't go to the opening night game? Of course. All those things. I am still hugely into this. That has not changed. The role has changed and my situation has changed, and I don't know eventually how it's going to land. And we'll get to that to close out here in just a second. Of course, I still love the Sharks. I am so invested in that team and its players and things turning around. So don't be surprised by that. I appreciate the response of people saying, hey, love it, keep it up, keep it going. Don't worry, I absolutely will. And then the last thing here is there have been a lot of questions about what my next thing or step or job is going to be. The quick answer is that I'm still working on some things. I'm trying to sort some things out. I've been working on this for quite some time. I will reaffirm to you what my priorities have always been. Number one, I'm trying to stay in the sports sphere of covering sports in the media. And number two, I'm desperately trying to stay here in the Bay Area, here in Northern California. Fortunately for my job, I've never had to move out. I've never had to change. I've never had to relocate. And that is not my intention by any means at this point. So I am actively working on some things. I do want people to know that. I also want to very much clarify that when people have heard me do a couple shows on KNBR, they go, oh, is that the new thing? Or is that what you're edging into? Or are you going to be full-time there? And I appreciate people who are rooting me on for that. But I want to be clear, as I always have been about that. I've just been filling in a little bit. They've been awesome about offering opportunities. And in fact, even offering me more than I can even handle at this point. So shout out KNBR for taking the initiative to want to rein me in and bring me in. I really do appreciate that, and we'll see where it leads. I would always love to do more radio and more KNBR in the future. So I do appreciate that. But it warms my heart for the people who continue to say, I'll support you no matter what you do, no matter where you go, and I hope you land local, and I hope you land on your feet sooner than later. I appreciate that so much. I'll tell you, that's kind of like the number one comment or response that just gets me every time still, is people who say, you know what, I can't wait to see what you're going to do next. I can't wait to see either. I really can't. I'm still working on it. It's not easy. I don't want to say it's not the most fun thing, but when you're sorting out your life, like, there's a lot of stakes out there. There's a lot on the line. And so I want to get this right. And I want to try and figure out what my opportunities might look like. But I look forward to having things resolved in a really good way, hopefully as much as you do too. So that's the end of this video. Again, I really appreciate everybody's support in my professional life, also here on the YouTube channel, getting to 50,000 subscribers. So don't forget, real quick, if you haven't already, you still got time, go down there in the comments, put a question, put something for me to respond to. Q&A starts in the comments section right now. Also, while you're down there, thumbs up on this video. That helps me in this video and this channel. And of course, I would imagine by now that since you're watching this video, you're already subscribing to this channel. But if you're not, make sure you are now so I can definitely see you back here next time.